Hey everyone, it's George here. I hope you're having a blessed day. I thought I would take you through my leg workout that I did the other day, just to show you what I'm doing at the moment, the sort of style of training. As a lot of you are aware, I train holistically, which means I take a whole approach. So I'm not focusing on just building strength, building muscle, building strong tendons. It's everything. I make sure that my legs are as functional as they can be when I train them. So I like to start off with some kind of squat. Now I'm more of a fan of goblet squats with a kettlebell or front squats, but I do back squats from time to time. It feels a little bit unnatural. It's not my favorite exercise in the world, but I make sure that I do it to stay strong. Very good for your core as well. So I like to warm up just with the bar. I did some bands and stuff before that and a bit of stretching. I've slowly upped the weight. I think I put the 10s on and then the 20s. That's in kilos. I didn't go heavier than 60 kilos. Legs are not my strong point anyway, and I'm not trying to be a power lifter or anything. So I go with what my body tells me feels right, and anything heavier than this, it doesn't feel great. The heaviest I've ever squat was 120 kilos, and yeah, it was really tough. So I wouldn't want to go heavier than that again. So I did about 5 sets of heavy squats, well, heavy for me, and then I moved on to these. So this is a more close stance squat where I elevate my heels onto the plate and I come all the way down until my knees come over my toes slightly, strengthening my patella tendon, and then coming all the way up, and I'm getting that full range. So I'm coming right down and then coming up. Now you don't want to go heavy on this because we're working tendons and muscles. So that's a really nice one to do, and I did about 4 sets. Then I moved on to some kettlebell exercises. So I was just doing some single leg squats with an elevated leg. This is really good at activating your glutes. Your legs are your biggest muscles, and the glutes are actually a lot bigger than we think they are and take a lot of the strain from walking, cycling, running, all of these things. So it's important to keep them strong, and the lower you can get on this exercise, the more you're going to activate your glutes. And make sure you do both legs as well, getting nice and low. Also good for your feet and balance. I like to train this one without shoes. That's a pretty tough exercise, but really good for just isolating. You can really get an idea of which leg is your weaker leg. And then I do some of these. So they're sort of like single leg squats. So you're coming up on one leg, coming down with both. And again, we're just strengthening the legs, but also the patella tendon that connects to the kneecap. And again, you can just do both legs. Really simple exercise. Easy to do, but you get a really intense burn from it. Very underestimated. Don't see many people doing this. It's very hard. Great for your feet as well. Feet activation, stabilization. And it's just 10 reps on each leg coming up. Okay, now I'm doing some more exercises to strengthen my patella tendon, but also all the other tendons around your kneecap and your leg area. As you can see, there's a lot. Okay, I'll put up some pictures for you to see. There's a lot of different tendons and joints and lots of stuff going on in the legs and around the knee. So this is a great way to strengthen them. Really good for your feet as well. So coming down, you can see my feet and my knees are shaking. This is my weaker leg as well. And that's good. You want that shake. It's kind of like ironing out the crease in a t-shirt. Just finding these little niggles, these parts that don't feel completely strong and completely aligned with the rest of your body, and just trying to iron those out. Okay, so I'm going to move on now to some glute activation. So I'm on a stability ball with a kettlebell. You can do this one on a bench, but I much prefer it with a lighter weight or no weight at all on the stability ball. And as you can see, your glutes are not just a single muscle and that's it. There's so much going on in your legs. As you can see from the pictures, there's a whole universe happening inside of your body. And I don't think we should get into the habit. That picture right there, by the way, is all the tendons in your legs, or some of them. I don't think we should get into the habit of just training muscle groups and thinking of muscles as single things. There's a lot happening. Now, this is my weaker side. As you can see, I'm really struggling, but this side actually got the better workout because I'm trying so hard to balance, tensing all my joints, all my tendons, all my shock absorbers. Everything is under stress, trying to keep myself mobile and balanced. It's a fantastic exercise. I really recommend doing it. And you should be shaking and everything like that. Right, then I finished with 100 pull-ups. So this pull-up bar has 5 different grips. So I just did 10 reps on the 5 different grips, and I did 2 sets. And from the video I make it look easy, but it wasn't easy. It took me quite a while to get 2 sets of 10 with 5 different grips. But that was it. That's all I did. It seemed short and sweet, but I felt fantastic afterwards. I felt like everything was aligned. My legs felt fantastic. Everything was good. And then always like to have a little philosophical conversation at the end, talking about different training methods, why I'm doing what I'm doing and stuff. So, and then after that I went out to see the horses, and it was quite cool because there was a pheasant out there with the horse, and yeah, they were just chilling. But yeah, beautiful horses, really friendly. They come up right up close, and yeah, they've got such a lovely energy about them, horses. They're one of the calmest, most caring animals. They remind me of cows, actually. Cows are really calm too. But yeah, it was a good workout. I had fun. I definitely recommend giving that kind of stuff a try. Obviously, gyms are opening again soon, which is cool. But I would say don't worry too much about jumping on the different machines and targeting your quadriceps on this machine and your hamstrings on that machine, and then having a different machine to work each muscle. You can do everything with your body, and don't worry too much about just training the muscles, because remember, your muscles attach to bones, and you've got your joints, you've got your ligaments, you've got your tendons. There's so much happening, and it's very important to train all of it. And you'll see from, if you get someone to try and do, for example, that exercise that I did where I was strengthening my patella tendon, by crouching down and putting all the pressure onto it, your body will shake uncontrollably. Now, you might have strong quadriceps, but do you have strong tendons and strong shock absorbers and ligaments and all these other little muscles surrounding the larger muscles? Are these strong? And they're probably not, and that's why your body's shaking uncontrollably. So it's important to keep those strong, because that's how we're going to avoid injury in the future. Anyway, guys, I hope that helped. Hope you learned something. Please give this video a like. Feel free to subscribe, and I will be back soon with more videos. Have a lovely day, and I'll catch you soon.